Okay, so I have to review all of the books. Dang. Okay. Let's just take them out. Alright. Oh, okay. Literally right now I feel like this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the Dork Diaries book series review, book 1 to 12. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. The reason why I'm doing a book review is because I had another book review on my channel, which is the Land of Stories book review, and I absolutely love how it turned out, and I liked making that video. It was quite fun, so I thought I'd do another one. And for today's book review, I'm going to be showing you guys the Dork Diaries book series review. So this book review is very special to me because I absolutely adore this series, and if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. It is amazing, and there's tons of books to read in that series, so it just blows your mind how great this series is. And the series is still going. I'm pretty sure the 13th book is out. I don't have the 13th book, but I'm hoping to get it at least this Christmas because I really want to read the 13th book. If it is out, I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, but before we do start on to the book review, I do want to say that I bought my whole entire collection. I bought book 1 to 10 off scholastics.com, so you can buy that set there. It was a box set, all paperback, and it came, yeah, with some stickers as well, and it was really good. And also, I got the 11th and 12th book for Christmas for my mom and Santa Claus off Amazon, I think. So I think it is, yeah, so that's where I got that series, if you were wondering where you can get it as well, but I'm sure you can get it anywhere else as well. And anyways, if you would like to get a possible shout out in next week's video, I'll leave instructions of what you gotta do to get a shout out. It is really simple and easy, so if you're interested in getting a shout out in next week's video, pause the video, read the instructions. It's really simple and easy, and why wouldn't you want to get a shout out, right? So yes. And also, if you'd like to join our family, make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you're always notified and updated whenever we make new cool videos. And give this video a big thumbs up if you would like to see another book review, because I love making them. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be showing you 3 books at a time. So first I'm going to start with the first, second, and third book. So let's get to it. So here is the first, second, and third book. Like I said, my books 1 to 10 are all paperback, but let's show them quickly to you. So first off, we have book 1, which is called Tales from a Not So Fabulous Life. It is a really nice pink cover, and on the back there are some cute pictures and drawings of what happens in the book. So you should definitely read the back if you'd like to learn about the series. So here it is, if you'd like to pause the video. It is by Rachel Renee Russell, this series, and it is amazing. This book is actually a great start to the series because a lot of things happen here that fills you up to the series. So this is a definitely great book for the first. And next we have the second book, and it has a beautiful cover. I love it even more than the first book. It is a nice purple with all of these different decorations to represent a party, because this book is called Dork Diaries Tales from a Not So Popular Party Girl. So this is a definitely great cover for that book, and it is an amazing story, very humorous. This is the back, and a lot of things happen here that honestly is so funny, and you just gotta read the book to understand. So I'm not gonna fill you in with too much, but this is the second book. Next we are moving on to the third book, which is this one. This one is a nice yellowy / orangey cover. You could call it whichever. I call it yellow. And it is called Tales from a Not So Talented Pop Star, because here it has to do a lot with the main character, which her name is called Nikki, and she and her friends make this band. And if you'd like to know better about her and her band, then you should definitely read this book, because it gives a lot of detail about that, and that is why it is all about singing and dancing. So I absolutely love this book, and I actually really like how Rachel added this little disco ball for the O in Dork, so I think that is a great touch for this book, so you should definitely read this one. Alright guys, so now we are going to be moving on to the 4th, 5th, and 6th book, so I'll be right back. So here is the 4th, 5th, and 6th book. So let's start off with obviously the fourth one. So the fourth one, I absolutely love the color because it is so unique, because it is so plain. It is just plain white or gray, and I just love it. And actually the cover really has to do a lot with this book, because this book is called Tales from a Not So Graceful Ice Princess. And as you can see, Nikki is on the ice with her skates. And I guess that is why Rachel decided to have this cover all white or gray to represent the ice of the skating. So I think it is a great touch to the book. It gives you more of that frosty kind of feeling about this book. I love the back, like all the other ones. And this book is actually the second most chubbiest book. What I mean by that is it has the second amount. It is the second to have the most amount of pages, so you'll have a ton of fun reading this because there are tons of pages to read about Nikki and her friends going through this changing life of just skating, which is a very funny and humorous book about just her skating, and it is an amazing book, so you should definitely read this one. Next, we are moving on to the fifth book, and actually, in my opinion, this one would probably be my least favorite out of the series. You might disagree with me, or maybe you have a different one. Comment down below if you have a least favorite out of the series. But mine would be the fifth book. You always gotta have a least favorite book. I'm not saying this book is not great. It is an amazing book, but just I like the others a lot more, and they're just more interesting to me, and yeah, so, yeah, but this one is called Tales from a Not So Smart Miss Know-It-All. This is about Nikki writing in this newspaper article, and you get to find out about her going through that life, and after, yeah, so, and this is the back. And I do want to point out that I absolutely love the cover of this book as well. It is a really nice bright blue, and I think this is my favorite type of blue, so I absolutely have to love this cover. And lastly, we are moving on to the sixth book, which is actually my second favorite book out of the series, just because it was so much, like, fun reading it, and it was so interesting. And also, this book is the book that has the most pages, which I love, because if it has more pages, that means you get to read more of it. So I absolutely love that. This one is called Tales from a Not So Happy Heartbreaker. It is a very lovey book, but I mean, like, other than that, it is a super amazing book, and you should definitely read this one. So, yes, you guys, that is the fourth, fifth, and sixth book. Now we are going to be moving on to the seventh, eighth, and ninth book. Now we are off to the seventh, eighth, and ninth book, like I said. And this is actually my three favorite books that I'm going to be showing you guys, because all three of them have some very funny thoughts to it. So, let's get started on the seventh book. So, obviously, you have to question the cover of this book, because, I mean, look at this cover. It is all gold and shimmery, and I absolutely adore that. So, gold is probably, like, one of my favorite colors. Maybe you don't count as a color, but I do, so, yeah. I absolutely love it. It's so nice. This cover just makes me feel like I'm holding a piece of gold, like, honestly. And it has a lot to do with the cover, because this book is called Tales from a Not So Glam TV Star. So here, Nikki has a chance to be on TV, and kind of just, yeah, you have to read the book to find out. But I absolutely love this book. It's super funny, and you should definitely read it, like all the other books. And now we are moving on to the eighth book, which is actually my favorite book out of the series, just pointing it out there, just because it has a lot to do with fantasy and fairies and just stuff like that. And you guys might not know this, but I absolutely love reading about fantasy, so this book has to include on my favorite. So I absolutely love it, and I love how the cover represents her hallucinating of the imagination of her being a fairy tale princess. So if you want to learn more about this and her journey, then you should definitely read this book. This one is called Tales from a Not So Happily Ever After. So yes. And lastly, we got the ninth book, which is a very pretty cover. Honestly, it has like cheetah prints on it. It's because this book has to do a lot with the popular girl called Mackenzie Hollister. So yes, you should definitely read this book if you want to find out some secrets and just spoils of Mackenzie Hollister. And I definitely recommend reading this book. It's a great book. Anyways, so that was the 7th, 8th, and 9th book. And now we are moving on to the last three, which is the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Let's go. And now we have our three and last, which is the 10th, 11th, and 12th book. So I have the 10th book right here, and this book is actually so pretty. It's a nice bright pink, which is also one of my favorite covers. Literally all the books have an amazing cover, but this one is a bright pink, which is my favorite pink actually. And this book has a lot to do with puppies, because this one is called Tales from a Not So Perfect Pet Sitter. So this has a lot to do with puppies. So if you like puppies like me, then I definitely recommend reading this book, because here Nikki gets a huge journey with puppies. So I definitely recommend reading this book, and I absolutely love how the author Rachel added all these like paw prints around it just to give it that puppy touch. So I absolutely love that. And also, lastly, we got the 10th and 11th book. The reason why I'm showing them two together is because I got these together, and they are both hardcover. First off, we have the 11th, which is called Tales from a Not So Friendly Frenemy. Here is where Mackenzie and Nikki have a chance to become best friends. So, you should read this book if you want to find out that mystery. And next, we have the Tales from Not So Secret Crush Catastrophe, which is the 12th book. And guys, I don't know which cover I like better, because both of the covers are absolutely so bright and pretty, and I just think it is such an amazing touch to the books, and they just make you want to read it so badly. So yeah, guys, those were the all 12 books. So yeah, let's get on to the outro, shall we? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my second video of reviewing some books. If you'd like to see another one, again, make sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. And hopefully I see one of you in my shoutouts. Hopefully I give somebody a shout out. Try, it is an amazing offer to get a shout out, by the way. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Bye!